Hi, this is Kevin Shapiro coming to you from the archives on the Bunny, Sirius XM Jam On, livefish.com, WRCE, Watkins Glen, 1490 AM. What you just heard is the sound of an 1/8-inch stereo connector being jammed into a source. Hopefully that will be the most jarring sound that you hear on my time with you today. Things are looking good here at Super Bowl IX, Super Bowl 9. Watkins Glen International. Beautiful day. Getting ready for Fish coming up real soon. Thanks to Tag Cautious for bringing us in, and thanks to everybody who put up with the slight delay in last night's broadcast from me. This one, I made sure was here way on time. So here we go. Enjoy your day if you're here. If you're listening from afar, we wish you were. And hopefully we can bring you just a little taste, a little feel of the beauty of the Super Bowl. Got Fish coming up in a couple hours. Off we go from the archives, number 15, part 2. Enjoy.
Mr. Miner. Thank you, Mr. Miner. Thank you, Mr. Hood. answer with a $1,000 question. Just like Roger, he's a crazy little kid. I've got the time if you've got any inclination. So cheer up, Palmer, you'll soon be dead. The noose is hanging, at least you won't die wondering. Sit up and take notice, tell it like it is. If I were you, I wouldn't be far from you. I've got a feeling you know what you did. AC/DC back. AC/DC back. AC/DC back. DC back. AC/DC back. AC/DC back. the morning I pack up my gear and toss it in my carry-all. Run the wide load to the left, then watch the big core crack and glow. In the evening I undo my belt, split open and melt. Up on my stomach with my face between my hands and crawl along the floor towards the doorway. Jumping to my feet, I try to pull myself together, but I feel it in my knees and the room begins to spin, and I slip it from my head and raise a well, split open and melt. Split open and melt. Split open and melt, split open and melt, split open and melt, split open and melt, split open and melt. We breathe deep in a steam dream and plunge below the water line. Down, 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 between beams to the gloom room, among the seaweed and the slime. Down, 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 down. Melt, split open and melt. Melt, split open and melt. Split open and melt. Split open and melt. Split open and melt. Split open.
All right, there you have it. Split Open and Melt from November 6th, 1998. The Kohl Center at Madison, Wisconsin. Killer show. Killer melt. Page, claving for dollars. This is Kevin Shapiro coming to you from the archives backstage at Super Bowl IX, Super Bowl 9, Watkins Glen International, on the Bunny, Sirius XM Jam On, livefish.com, and WRCE Watkins Glen, 1490 AM. It's a pleasure to be back here today. It's a beautiful day. And the band is getting ready to come on out, I'm sure. Pretty soon here, I think about 7:30. I'm watching the concert field fill in. I have a couple of announcements first. Actually, I should back announce the that first set of tracks was Harry Hood and AC/DC Bag from December 30th, 1995, Madison Square Garden, New York City. The first of 2 nights that year on that great holiday tour. For me, that was Interview Tour, and it was a great one. I want to let you know, if you're here on site, that there is just a plethora of great activities going on. There is a wiffle ball tournament happening on the ball field. We also have the House of Live Fish, which has a few different aspects. It's the ever-increasing, expanding House of Live Fish at the ball. We have some mix stations where you can mix your own multi-track recordings of Fish. We're uploading the final mixes to a blog. And I wanted to tell you what those tracks are today. They may rotate during the weekend. The tracks for today right now that you can go remix for yourself, prepared for us specially by John Altschiller from Live Fish, are Gaiudi from October 20th, 2010, Utica. Simple, August 6th, 2010, The Greek in Berkeley. Down with Disease into What's the Use from August 14th, 2010, Alpine Valley, the Alpine Valley DVD show, of course. Killer Crushing Reba from October 19th, 2010 in Augusta, Maine. Makasupa into The First and Only Night Nurse into Makasupa from October 26, 2010, Manchester. Wolfman's Brother into Undermine, Killing Little Feet-esque Fish from October 30th, 2010, Atlantic City. And last, certainly not least, Ghost from that ridiculous second set of this year's New Year's Eve show, December 31st, 2010, Madison Square Garden. So if you think you can have some fun with some multi-tracks, it's a rare opportunity to go be the mixer. So we urge you to go check that out. There's also daily download playlists consisting of some of the live bait releases and some other material, as well as some daily nuggets from the archives in those playlists as well, audio and video. So pop out there, and there is also the Video Lounge playing a great variety of archival footage, both released and unreleased, out there. So it's Content Olympics here at Super Ball 9, and it's all fish all the time, all ball all the time here on the Bunny. I want to give a quick shout out as well to everybody at the Jump Record Store. The first time ever, the Jump Store. Very cool. We need to set one of these up in Burlington, Vermont. Today was released the remainder of the 2 Soundcheck 7-inch Record Store Day releases. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. will be the Party Time double LP at 2 p.m. And Sunday will be the white tape on white vinyl. If you're out there chilling, looking for something to do, and not quite ready to get your spot there along the rail, you should also run and check out Ball Square, where there's a huge amount of great art and crazy installation stuff for you to check out. So with all that, I want to wish our friends from the North, our brethren from the North Country, a happy Canada Day, and move on to the next track. Enjoy.
swinging on a lifeline, fraying bits of twine, entangled in the remnants of the night left behind, and asking you to help me make it finally unwind. But God never listens to what I say. God never listens to what I say. So very hard, and you don't get a refund if you overpray. And when the line is breaking, and when I'm near the end, when all the time spent leading I've been following instead, when all my thoughts and memories are left hanging by a thread. For God never listens to what I say. God never listens to what I say. So very hard, and you don't get a refund if you overpray. Slender string, the minute seems to last a lifetime, dangling here between the light above and blue below that drags me down. God never listens to what I say. God never listens to what I say. So very hard. God never listens to what I say. God never listens to what I say. So very hard, and you don't get a refund if you overpray.
All right, there we have it. Bathtub Gin into Lifeboy from July 5th, 1994, the Congress Center in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Special track for me. Personally, I was living that summer in Ottawa doing an internship on Parliament Hill. Great life adventure. And Fish came right there to me. It was a beautiful moment in my life and a great musical moment to share with you. This is Kevin Shapiro coming to you from the archives. Backstage at Super Bowl IX, Super Bowl 9 at the Bunny. We're broadcasting live on Sirius XM Jam On, livefish.com, and WRCE Watkins Glen, 1490 AM. Ripping it up, a little old, a little new, getting ready for the band to be back. I shouldn't say back. Getting ready for the band to be back, if you consider the sound check, the Fish Watkins Glen sound check from yesterday. But indeed, it will be the band's first set at the Super Bowl coming up here, 7:30. Looking very forward to it, watching the concert field fill up out there. And one of the things I didn't mention in my long list of announcements previously was the Water Wheel Foundation. The Water Wheel table is out there, and here at Super Bowl, as was the case at Festival 8, Water Wheel is teamed up with renowned Fish poster artist Jim Pollock, who's been around really from the early days. Before being a renowned poster artist, Jim was a friend and schoolmate and colleague, family member of the band, and so he's remained the whole time, and it's very much an honor and a pleasure to have him here, along with Mr. Matt Beck, touring director for the Water Wheel Foundation, among other roles for our organization, and a longtime friend and brother. I brought these guys on to tell a little bit about the Water Wheel Foundation and a little bit specifically about Jim's work for the foundation here at the festival, and also to help me out with a little old school trivia that will drop on you all later. But thanks for listening once again, and I'll introduce Jim and Matt. And let's see, Maddie, you want to tell us a little bit about the Water Wheel Foundation and specifically what you have set up here at the Super Bowl, and Jim can pipe in, I guess, as he sees fit.
Well, I'd be very glad to. Thanks for having us on again, Kevin. We always love being on the Bunny here. So Water Wheel has a great booth set up stage right as you head back there. You can see the big wooden Water Wheel sign, and we've got all manner of sustainable merchandise as usual, and we've got a whole strip of great nonprofits who are also joining us, 350.org, Coalition to Protect New York, and several others. This year, Jim Pollock was very gracious and created a set of cars, fold-up paper cars, that are just plain incredible and have proven incredibly popular already. And you can come by, make a donation, check out the art, and we certainly appreciate everyone's support. Jim, you want to tell them a little bit about the process?
Yeah, thank you. Welcome, fish fans. Enjoying the day. Beautiful weather out here. Couldn't have asked for a better day. I'm out there. I've got some, like Maddie said, fold-up cars at the Water Wheel. And we've been selling them like crazy, and I've been signing when I'm over there. I'm going to be over there in the next half hour or so doing some more signing. Thank you for all the love, for all the fans who've come out. And, just continue to crank out the art. And thank you all for all your nice compliments about all my art. Feeds me and feeds me when I'm in my studio. So thank you very much. Come out to the Water Wheel and get some cars and raise some money for an awesome foundation.
Jim, it's great to have you here, and it's really very generous of you to come and share your time with people. For those of you who don't know, Jim's art extends back, well, way, way back into the time when posters were flyers.
Absolutely. And these guys didn't even play as good as they do now.
It's true. It's true. I think that the...
I remember one of the worst... some Motown number that they tried to pull off in Slade Hall that was terrifically horrible.
Oh,
They're
yeah?
much better now.
Agreed. I agree. Oh, great. Well, it's very much a pleasure to have these gentlemen back here. And like I said, Jim's very generous with his time. If you make a donation to the Water Wheel table, or even if you are out of bread and just want to stop by and say hello.
Yeah, I'll sign anything, literally.
Which is awesome. And really, I have to say it's great as an archivist through the years to look back over Jim's work and have that among the many consistent family aspects really of Fish's development, and one of the most beautiful things that we have, frankly, in my opinion, about the scene and community is each other and the family that comes from it.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've always been really supportive. It's a great management organization. And, we look forward to seeing people out at the Water Wheel booth. It's going for a great foundation, very transparent. The money's going to all great places.
That's right. Actually, Maddie, do you want to tell us a little bit about the local recipients before we dive into our scheduled programming?
Yeah, we have a couple different groups, one being Gas Free Seneca, who are lobbying to avoid a big LP gas facility being built right on Lake Seneca, which is very adjacent to us. I'm sure all of you saw it on your journey here. And we've also got the Coalition to Protect New York, who are trying to educate people on the dangers of fracking, which is a complex process by which they take natural gas from shale, and it tends to pollute millions and millions and millions of gallons of water at a time. In fact, in many instances, people's faucets can be lit ablaze with water coming out of it, which seems physically impossible.
Blazing faucets.
However,
are going
fracking
down.
is quite a concept, so they want you to learn more about it and be aware. So go ahead and stop by and visit any of our nonprofits. If you do, Ben and Jerry's have been so gracious as to donate a free scoop of fish food ice cream to anyone who takes part in any of the actions that our nonprofits have here this weekend.
That's awesome. So great. As we approach the 4:20 hour, we want to share a sound check that occurred this last tour. Some of you may have enjoyed the technical rehearsal, the Bethel Waves from May 26th. That was just it brought me to tears here in the Bunny. So I hope it had the same effect on some of you out there. Tears of joy. And the band is truly on fire. And one of the things that it still rears its head occasionally is a real funny sense of humor. So we've had some great humorous moments. We've had Paige's house and Mike's house. We've had Fish's house and of course Trey's house. And we've also had the Darien sound check. So I was lucky enough to make it to Darien Lakes for the first time in 18 years. And this last tour on June 8th. And the band played a pretty hairy sound check. And that was really funny and had some blasts from the past where Jim will fill us in here a little bit afterwards. We'll get to the music. This is the Darien sound check, June 8th, 2011, from Darien Center, New York. Enjoy.
Digger, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. David, cut it out. Digger, cut it out. Let's do it the way they do it in New Zealand. New Zealand people. I take that back. Let's do it the way they do it in Old Zealand. Old Zealand! Old Zealand! Old Hampshire! Old York! Old Jersey! Old Canaan! That's the way they do it.
We only listen to metal in New Zealand.
What?
We only listen to metal in New Zealand.
Metal.
Yeah, metal.
Metal. We can play metal.
We know metal.
We know metal. That's metal right there. Old Zealand.
Christchurch.
I was born in Old Zealand. from old. Will always be from Old Zealand. From old. I learned to play metal. Metal?
Metal.
In Old Zealand.
Metal. Lines on my face, getting clear.
Learned to play it. I learned it from that man who stood on the corner. Old Cleveland.
Lines on my face, getting clear.
What? He was an old metal player. Stood on the corners playing metal in Old Zealand. And it sounded something like this, people. Sounded like this. Yeah, yeah. Old Zealand. That's the way we did it. Back in Old Zealand. They never could play it the same in New Zealand. Take it to both Zealands now. This is Zealand. What? What? Which Zealand? The other Zealand.
Zen Zealand. Zen Zealand.
Zen Zealand.
The pendulum is swinging back and forth.
Didn't
Which
know how
side
to
are
play
you
it.
on?
Play it in Zealand. Zealand, 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 Zealand. Either Zealand, both Zealands. Both Zealands. Hear me talking to you. Which Zealand are you on? The pendulum is swinging back and forth. There's a war in the east, a war in the west. Which Zealand are you from? New or Old Zealand? And the pendulum is swinging back and forth. There's a war in the east, a war in the west. Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
I'm on the west.
I'm on the east.
I'm on the west.
I'm on the south.
And
Who
fish
would
is,
have thought
and
that
fish is
world...
dead center. And fish is dead center.
Who would have thought that World War IV would be fought between Old and New Zealand?
Old Zealand.
World War IV.
Every time I look in
Between the two Zealands.
friend.
The two Zealands. Both Zealands.
Kevin Shapiro coming to you from the archives, backstage at Super Bowl 9, Watkins Glen International, broadcasting live on Sirius XM Jam On, livefish.com, and WRCE Watkins Glen. This is my second installment of 3 of the weekend. I will be returning Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time to do it all once again. I want to thank you all for listening. I'm going to be getting ready to yield the microphone to DJ Cooley and DJ Rickshaw, who are going to carry you on up right up to set 1, the much anticipated super set 1 of the Super Bowl, July 1st, Canada Day. Should be awesome. You may have noticed that last track had a lot going on, and not the least of which is a little bit of a tribute to somebody else from way back in Fish history, Zenzili, who's an African beat poet, a self-proclaimed African beat poet, and Jim, having gone back that far to Goddard, has a little bit of insight. So we'll take 1 minute and let him tell us a little bit about Zenzili before we move on to my last track.
Oh yeah, I remember Zenzili. He was I actually had the thing that was inspired by the Hunts show as a tape that I used to play a lot, and I used to play it when I was out in New Mexico before Fish was big. People were like, "What the heck are you playing on that tape player there? Who's that African guy?" It's like Zenzili's this guy, went to Goddard and stuff. This is obviously before Nelson Mandela was out of prison. We were in the midst of apartheid right then, and a lot of boycotts going on. Dick Cheney, Mr. Halliburton himself, voting against boycotts against that. So he was a good guy. He had a lot of fun up there at Goddard. When you're from South Africa and Nelson Mandela's in prison, you can have a lot of fun with up in Vermont with people who are in tune to those types of things.
Yeah, well, you want to make lemonade if possible.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to once again thank Jim and Mr. Matt Beck for joining me, and I want to thank all of you for listening. I'm going to head out with a fairly hairy combination of tracks from November 30th, 1997. This will be Stash into Free from the Worcester Centrum Center. And it's been my pleasure. I will see you back here on Sunday. I'll see those of you who are here inside the concert field getting our freak on to Super Bowl 9.
Go Fish. Go to Water Wheel Tent. I'll be there.
There you have it. Go visit Jim at the Water Wheel Tent. Make your way out to the House of Live Fish in between sets. Visit the Jump Record Store. All that good stuff. Once again, Kevin Shapiro from the archives. Thanks for listening. Enjoy this last track, and we'll see you in a couple days. Peace.
master garden depended on whales. The sloping companion I cast down the yak. Let down my tunic and dangle my stack. Zipping through the forest with the curling fleas. To grow them spindles, the mutant I seize. I capture the dread beast who falls to his knees and cries to his cohorts to sleep in the trees. Fish market stew, police in the corner, gunning for you. Apple toast bed heated for a ragged rat. Laugh when they shoot you, say please don't do that. Patrol for smilers can't be bought. The solar garlic starts to rot. Was it for this my life I saw? Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. Was it for this my life I saw? Maybe so, maybe not. Draw for smilers can't be bought. Maybe so, maybe not. The solar garlic starts to rot. Maybe so, maybe not. Was it for this my life I saw? Maybe so, maybe not. Was it for this my life I saw? Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe so. lying weightless in the womb, or bouncing gently around the room. In a minute I'll be free, and you'll be splashing in the sea. I feel no curiosity. I see the path ahead of me. In a minute I'll be free, and you'll be splashing in the sea. We'll hear a tiny cry as the ship goes sliding by. Free.
Hey man, it's the headiest broad nug jar coming to you live from Super Bowl 9 on The Bunny, broadcast on WRCE Watkins Glen and on Sirius XM and online at livefish.com, brah.
Super.